It's Marcus Howard, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are developing, and I am going to show you guys how I do it. You need two chemicals, developer and Blix. Firstly, you need to have a black bag. This dark film bag can be bought on, Amazon for about $20 to $30. Make sure you have that. Roll of film, you need that. Your Patterson tank, the spoiler as well, film roller, aka. Okay, don't do anything like this if you don't have anything. This is the TCS 1000. I have it, I love it, don't use it. I just use it actually to check the temperature of my water. So let's begin putting the roll of film in the Patterson tank. So everything goes inside this bag, right? Zip the bag up, make sure there are no lights leaking in this bag at all. You will be doing this with your eyes closed. Your hands are inside a bag and you're fighting to put the roll of film onto the spoiler. It can be difficult at first, but I advise you guys to practice before you do anything like this. Save yourself from fucking up on your roll of film. This time period takes about 5 minutes, if that. So, don't fuck up, smile, be calm, take your time. Don't think about the film not getting on there. Don't think about touching the film. Just take your time and put that roll on that film roller. Then you put it back inside the bag, inside the Patterson tank. Once you've got that roll of film finally on that spoiler. All right, you see, I have it on the spoiler and inside of the Patterson tank finally. All right, so after this, you need to get your ass up, and guess what? You need to get to the sink. This is me showing you that, hey, it's all inside the Patterson tank and ready to go. Heat your water at 39 degrees. It's kind of hot, but make sure it's heated. If you don't develop your film at all. Do not develop. First, we add the developer, okay? This developer isn't the one that stinks. The Blix, it reeks. So, when developing, add developer first. You don't want to add the Blix first because it'll be over. Let's just say. So I'm adding my developer. I always put to the top, just because I don't know what it's like. If I put it halfway, will it develop? I don't know. I don't want to try. You guys let me know. So with this, you do need what did I just show you guys? I showed you guys but anyway, these lids, you gotta make sure you put them on correctly because sometimes they can leak. So let the air out of the Patterson tank and then put that lid on. So you set your time at 3.5 minutes. That is 3.5 minutes. For the first 30 seconds, you want to make sure to agitate for 30 seconds straight. Then every 30 seconds, agitate for only 5 seconds. All right, that time is up. I'm putting my developer back inside the container that is holding it, okay? Now it's time to add the Blix. The Blix pretty much stinks. With the Blix, you will be putting a timer set at 6.5 minutes. For 6.5 minutes, you will be agitating this tank, okay? So, for the first 30 seconds of the 6.5 minutes, you make sure to agitate 30 seconds straight. Watch how I put this lid on there. I want to make sure the air is out, okay? Now let's begin our agitation for full 30 seconds. Pause at 6. Then at 5:30, make sure to agitate for 5 seconds and then let it sit for 30 seconds. Now I'm adding back the Blix inside its container, okay? What I like to do is I like to make sure that I clean this film roll before taking it out, okay? And you do this by adding water, or you can add the, I forget what it's called. I'll tell you guys later. And you stir it for 30 seconds, okay? Or shake it for 30 seconds. But now I've already done all that, so let's check out what we got. Dun dun dun. Drum roll, please. It's looking good. Okay. Let's see what we got. All right. Yeah. Okay, we've got some. What we got? Negatives. Yeah. Give yourself a pat on the back, guys, because this is not an easy thing to do. But really it is. So don't be scared. Do this. Try it. Don't knock it. Make it happen.
So, what's cracking, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy. So, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy. And we just did a lot of developing. I developed one roll of Portra 800 film. Developing is pretty much like one of the addictions that you kind of develop when you're shooting film photography. And also, it's kind of, I think it's cheaper to shoot and develop your own film at home. A lot of people, they like to send their film off to labs to be developed. I don't, because I live in a town that, you know, it takes 2 weeks to receive your freaking negatives back. And I don't fuck with that, especially when I'm trying to release content. So for that matter, I definitely develop my film at home. I use Cinestill 41 kit. I've never used any other kit. I develop at 3.5 minutes as far as with the developer, and I develop at 6.5 minutes as far as the Blix. For the first 30 seconds each time, you know, as far as with the Blix and the developer, I am agitating constantly. And then after the first 30 seconds end, I agitate every 30 seconds for 5 seconds. That's my normal way of developing. My film has always came out dope unless I fucked it up during shooting. I also scan my own developer. I mean, not my own developer. I scan my own negatives as well too at home, and I turn them to digitals all on my own. All that is normally done also in the lab that you send your negatives to, if you are sending your rolls off to labs. Also, you guys should think about this. First of all, you'll save money, and you'll learn something, and you'll actually be able to be a little bit more hands-on with your craft instead of just, you know, I know you're already hands-on enough when you're shooting film photography, but imagine if you just did the whole 9 yards and you took care of everything. You would be a little bit more, you would feel a little bit more involved with your own thing, and you would, you know, be able to note that you did that for sure. You know, it's also great to help these film labs, labs out, you know, to develop your film, because they do a great job too. I've been developing film for about 8 months, you know, or so. I did use the lab at first. Like I said, it took too long. A lab that I do recommend is the Darkroom, or if you're in LA, I would recommend Last Good Film Lab. Everybody knows about them. I can say less about that. They're like one of the main film labs that people use, along with the Darkroom is too. So, and there's another film lab too named My Picks. They're pretty dope too. You know, as far as getting into developing, I'm also getting into prints as well. That's one thing I cannot do at home. I will not do at home no matter what, if I learn it or what. And that's because I will never be able to tell myself that I want to do that. I will never be able to do that. I just don't think that's a thing. It could be a thing either. But hey, these labs, they do also make prints, or there are places that just primarily print. And I'm not certain which place I'm going to use to get my images and my negatives printed, but I'm looking for that. So in the comments, could you guys please send me in the right direction on where to go. As you guys saw or am seeing right now, it takes 15 minutes to develop your film at home. It takes 2 weeks at the lab. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm not waiting 2 weeks when I can, 15 minutes. Like, you tell me what you gonna do. So just learn it. Hopefully you guys learned how to do it through my process. My process is smooth, simple. I do it here at home in the sink. What you want to do is for certain is get a dark room, like a black bag, to be able to put your film roll on the film and in the Patterson tank. You need that. I'm not gonna lie, I used the bathroom for the first 5 months or so. It drove me crazy because I didn't know if light was peeking in or not, and sometimes light did peek in, fucked up some fire photos that I never got to post. And also, another thing is make sure you keep track of how many rolls you develop, because you will forget. And you will develop some rolls, and guess what? Your film roll will come back blank, and there's no way around that. I have developed literally probably 30 film rolls with some developer, and that 30th film roll came back blank. Some great photos have been wasted just due to that. So, whew. So keep that intact with how many you develop, because you will forget. And just thinking about that just drives me up. Oh man, makes me cringe that I did that. So yeah, I'm on my 11th roll now, because I can remember now, and I'm keeping track. The amount that you can do in a film roll with a bottle of chemicals, C41, is 24 rolls max. With the black and white mono bath, 16 plus. I definitely am on the 20th roll, I'm pretty certain, with that mono bath. And I don't know how they keep coming back, but I'm not testing that water. Furthermore, I need to order a new pack of, or not pack, but new developer for mono bath in black and white. So I'll do that through Cinestill. All my products have been bought through Cinestill. The TCS 1000 water heater that I showed, that's through Cinestill, their website. The Patterson tank, that's through Cinestill. The bottles that I hold my chemicals in, through Cinestill. I did get these black bag off of eBay or Amazon for $29 or $20 or so. All of this added up to be about, about like $400 total to be able to do this at home, and I have to ship it off to Basket Film Lab or Darkroom for, let's say, for 3 rolls. I'm spending, and I shoot weekly, so I shoot about 5 rolls a week. So do the math. 3 rolls, well, 1 roll is about $12 to get developed. So, wow, that's like $60 a week for me just to develop my film and wait 2 weeks after. Or I can do it for free, So, like I said, you tell me what you're gonna do. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the show today. I'm back on YouTube forever now. I had a couple things happen to me, man. This fucker stole my camera, and luckily I got a new Mamiya RB67 coming in the mail this Thursday, and we are on and popping. I got a better lens. Ow. I got a better lens, a 90mm lens. Whoo, it's going to be fucking lit. Anyway, y'all tap in, stay tapped in, be mindful. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button to keep updates when I post these things. So, I love you guys. Take care.